India has once again rebuked Pakistan for spreading its anti-India propaganda at international forums, exercising the right of reply to the statements made by Pakistan at the 45th session of Human Rights Council in Geneva. The Indian representative said that it has become habitual for Pakistan to malign India with false and fabricated narratives for its self-serving malicious purposes, and neither India nor others deserve this unsolicited lecture on human rights from a country that has consistently persecuted its ethnic and religious minorities and is an epicenter of terrorism. Exposing Pakistan for abusing various human rights mechanisms and platforms for raising issues which relate to the internal affairs of India, the Indian statement said that it is an attempt to distract the attention of the international community from serious human rights violations committed by Pakistan against its own people, including Indian territories occupied by it. India has also rejected the reference made by Organization of Islamic Cooperation to the Union Territory of Kashmir, which is an integral part of India. India said that the OIC has no local stand-eye to comment on the internal affairs of India. The OIC has allowed itself to be misused by Pakistan to subvert its own agenda. It is for the members of the OIC to decide if it is in their interests to allow Pakistan to do so. India said that Pakistan is under severe pressure from international organizations to act upon the menace of money laundering to stop terror financing. India also said that the nefarious designs of Pakistan also continue in Pakistan-occupied parts of Kashmir. The mass influx of outsiders has whittled down the number of Kashmiris to an insignificant number in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Thousands of Sikhs, Hindus and Christian minority women and girls in Pakistan have been subject to abductions, forced marriages and conversions. India said that the plight of people under its subjugation is well represented by the state of affairs in Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Sindh. Security forces of Pakistan are regularly blamed for disappearance of people in these regions. India also pointed out that the involvement of Pakistani authorities has been found in cases of intimidation and attacks against journalists, human rights defenders and political dissidents. Our correspondent Amritpal Singh is joining us to get us more on that. Amrit, here we see again a strong and a stern worded rebuke coming in from India, accusing Pakistan of falsely and maliciously blaming India. Give us more when we talk of the context of the statement which is made at the 45th session of Human Rights Council in Geneva.
Well, India was exercising its right of reply, Preeti, at this 45th Human Rights Council session in Geneva, where it took on Pakistan for, habitually bringing up the issues which are related to the internal issues of India and Jammu and Kashmir, and trying to mislead the world. In its right to reply, India very clearly said that it's a fabricated narrative which is, put forth time and again at various international fora to essentially distract the attention of the international community, which already knows the situation in Pakistan, be it of the situation of the minorities there, ethnic minorities, be in in their own territories like Balochistan, like Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Sindh, or even Indian territories which are illegally occupied by Pakistan, which was a reference to Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, saying that human rights abuses take place, disappearances take place there, sectarian killings take place there. It gave a example of Balochistan, where almost every day, there are disappearances from a home where journalists are killed. India, took on saying that here is a country which has a prime minister who very proudly claims to have that his country has trained thousands of terrorists to create mayhem in Jammu and Kashmir. So India basically took on Pakistan. It also took on the OIC, the Organization of Islamic Countries, saying that it has no local stand-eye in Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan has allowed OIC, the forum of OIC, to be misused and allowed it to be subversived by Pakistan by making factually incorrect statements on on Jammu and Kashmir, and Jammu and Kashmir is an internal matter of India, and neither Pakistan nor OIC has any locus standi to make statements on that. Preeti?
Right, Amritpal. Pakistan, as India has stated, is under severe pressure from international organizations to act upon the menace also of money laundering to stop terror financing, among others. Also because of human rights abuses against minorities within its territories, as you just said. What kind of effect in terms of recent incidents, in terms of recent steps that Pakistan has taken, can we say that all this has had on that country?
Well, yes, India did make that reference of the FATF without naming the FATF, saying that Pakistan is under pressure from international organizations to stop money laundering, and this money laundering which happens is essentially used by terrorist organizations to further their agenda of terrorism, in which Pakistan is hand in glove. Or at least if it is not hand in glove, it is clearly looking the other way and let those operations continue in its own territory and run from its own soil, on which the international community, including the FATF and other organizations like the UN, which has designated terrorists, and they have made a reference to it, saying that they are UN designated terrorists being provided pensions by Pakistan, by the state of Pakistan. So FATF, the reference to FATF was in the context that money laundering is used for activities which are in not only anti-India, but they are anti the region and anti the world, and the world is seeing them, and that's why organizations like FATF are asking Pakistan to take strong measures against them, or face the music. Rupma?
Right, Amritpal. Thank you so much for joining us there.